want some pets? Yeah, you want some pets. Hold on. There's that little boy. You want to check out the camera first? No, you're just gonna chew it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Meredith E. Phillips. I'm a writer, reader, and buddy mama. I thought we'd start in here because I haven't sat with Nibs all day and it's already like 11 in the morning, so I figured he needed some pets. And sometimes it takes a minute to get him to come over and sit down, but then he ends up loving it. Let me get you a little bit caught up. Last week I did a vlog that I was showing the things that I was doing on my non-writing day of the weekend. I tried to get all of my chores and other social media activity finished so that on the following day, all I had to do was write. But that means last week you didn't really get to see what I did in terms of writing. So let me get you kind of just a little mini catch up, if you will. Last week I really delved into scene level details and outlining. I'm trying to make sure that I have all the key types of structural elements within each scene. So I'm going through things one by one. I made a massive scene list and now I'm going through each of them and trying to really fill in exactly what needs to happen in each scene and all of those kind of things. The other thing that happened that was super exciting, I have been struggling to come up with the sort of final climactic event in this book. Typically in a romance, that is the grand gesture. Somebody has to do something amazing to show the other person that they truly love them, right? And I've been trying to think, what could this thing be for this story? And I thought of something and I thought it was awesome. I thought it was really good and I was super excited about it, and then I started getting nervous because you know when you have a really great idea and you're like, this is legitimately the best thing I've ever thought of in my life, and then the next day you think about it some more and you're like, wait, this doesn't work at all. So I was nervous that like late as, you know, a few days would go by and I'd be like, oh wait, that can't work because of whatever. I have been thinking about this all week and I can't see a problem with it. It seems really good. So I'm really excited. Sorry. Oh, he got a little nervous because I got so excited. I'm really excited about it. I think it works really great as a final event and there's some funniness tied into it too that I really love, and I really like it. So I'm excited to get back to the scene work today and keep going with all of that. I'll see you back in my office in just a minute. Once I start petting him, like I can't move until he decides he's done. Like that's the rule. Sorry. He's like, get out of my way. Okay, time to get the party started. Last week, I started going back through John Truby's Anatomy of Story. He has an entire chapter on scene construction and scene structure and scene things. When I first read this book, like seriously, if you're looking for the next level craft book, this is it. This is so incredibly detailed and it's beyond what you're gonna get in books like Save the Cat. Save the Cat is a great book. I like it. I don't think there's too much wrong with it. It's a great beginner book, but if you're ready for the next level, this. When I read it the first time, there's so much in this book. Like the print is so tiny. And it's a mass, it's a pretty chonky book. There was just tons of information in it and I ended up typing out all of my notes and putting them in a like little folder so that I could reference it a little more easily. So I pulled out a few of the things that he talks about in this book in terms of scene structure, and I want to share a couple of those with you now. So this is from chapter 10, and the main point he's trying to get across in this chapter is that when you're constructing a scene, it needs to have two main objectives, he says. The first one is, of course, to determine how it fits into the overall development of your main character and the development of the plot and at large. But every scene, he says, should also be a mini story in and of itself. So it should have a beginning, middle, and end. It should have a rising and falling action and all that kind of stuff. And in true John Truby fashion, he's not giving you 3 or 4 things to include. There's a list of 9. He's got a 9-point bullet list here of the different elements that you should consider and that should be included in some way in every scene. So what I've done is I've taken those 9 elements, I made a little like cheat sheet basically for them in my Scrivener document, and I'm trying to go through every single scene and see, do I have this stuff in here? Is this a good scene, a bad scene? Do I even need it? Can it be combined with another scene? All that kind of stuff. The other thing that I'd like to try to do today is something I was reminded of in Nicole Wilbur's last video. I'll link that up here. Gosh darn it. Which corner? Oh my gosh. I was talking about that with my writing group last night. I was like, I don't know why. Last year I had no problems remembering it was this freaking corner, and suddenly I don't remember ever. I'll link Nicole's video down below. She had a great reminder in that last video about magic cookies. This is a concept first sort of described by Susan Dennard. Highly recommend her newsletter. Check out her website if you haven't already. I'll put all that below as well. But basically she says when you first come up with a story idea, there are specific scenes that you already have in your head that you're really excited to write. It's a big battle sequence, or it's an escape from the thing sequence, you know, some really exciting part. And as a writer, those are the scenes you're probably looking the most forward to. And she says it's because that's the magic cookie. It's super exciting. This amazing event is happening. It's fun to write, and it's going to be fun for a reader to read. But what she says is that every single scene should have a magic cookie. So if your scene is just 2 characters talking about their day at work, that's not really interesting. There's nothing exciting about it. So if you find that you are not excited about writing a certain scene, it probably means there's not a magic cookie in it, and you need to figure out how to include some sort of magic cookie. So I think most of my scenes are pretty solid, but I'm going to go through and make sure there's some exciting element within every single one. Having said all that, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this scene work. Okay, I haven't been working for all that long, but it feels super quiet in here. Usually I don't mind things being really quiet, but it just feels weird. So I'm going to go on SoundCloud, which I almost never do, but one of my favorite playlists on YouTube got taken down because it was copyright claimed. And so the person just was like, all right, and put it up on SoundCloud. So anyway, now I'm on SoundCloud. If you want the link to it, I'll put it below, but it's a relaxing music with like campfire and ocean waves of Zelda music. So I'm gonna listen to that while I write. So I'm doing that thing, you know, where you come into the kitchen and you open the refrigerator and you're like, is there something new and fun in here I can eat? And there isn't, because you looked earlier and you know there isn't, but like maybe this time, if I open this door, there's gonna be something good. Ugh. We have half a pepper. That's a hard pass. We have some bread, some pepperoni, some blueberries that probably need to be thrown away. I have some butter. I have some leftover lime and lemon, which the lime probably also needs to be thrown away. So, you know, I'm really struggling here. We're really... Oh, why do I have no food? We have Crispin's medicine. Can have some of that. Don't judge me, I'm eating croutons, leave me alone. I don't know if you can see very well through the trees back there. We have a neighbor like back behind us, and they're getting their roof replaced today, or at least having like new shingles or something put on. And you guys, hold on a second. It's literally one of the hottest days of the entire year so far. Feels like 100 out there right now. Like, these roofers, I don't understand how they can be out there. It's just absolutely miserable right now. Oof. I had a plot hole issue. It was kind of minor, but I still was like, I don't know how this is really gonna work. I think I just figured it out. I needed a way for a character to be able to move out of their current living situation without incurring some sort of like, you know, if you like break your lease on an apartment, you usually have to pay like double rent or something to get out of it. The fact that if this person was moving early, they'd have to pay so much extra, like it wouldn't make sense for them to move in this situation. But I think I figured out how to make it so that that won't be an issue. Oh, big brain, big brain. Okay, I made it through the first act, and I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm still feeling just kind of not great today. So my concentration is not doing fantastic. It's only about 2:30. I think what I'm gonna do, honestly, is quit for today. And then I'm hoping that tomorrow I can do a few extra hours since I really didn't get in like a solid full day today. I do think I'm gonna end the vlog here as well. Just focus tomorrow on getting work done. It was interesting last weekend when I wasn't filming my writing day. I didn't have to worry about like what camera angle to put on and like how many shots to get and like pausing to talk and update and like all that kind of stuff. So it was a really nice sort of relaxing writing day where I was just sort of on my own doing my own thing, and it went really well. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button. I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. You can find me over on Instagram at Meredith Phillips Writes, and you can also head over to my website, meredithephillips.com, to sign up for my newsletter. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you next time. Bye!